Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Wa nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa ajma'in. Wa man tabi'ahum bi ihsanin ila yawmi din amma ba'd. So, I'd just like to thank all the organizers of this event and for all the brothers that are participating and coming. It's very important as Muslims, we invite the youth to the masjid and we get them to always come to the masjid a lot and love the masjid and know that the masjid is the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. First of all, brothers that are against the wall, unless you have back issues, please come forward. I like brothers to be as close as possible, please. From the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is that they were very close in the hadith of Jibreel. So the brothers chosen me to speak about the youth of dying. And just before we get into this, I'll just give you a little bit of background on who I am and what I do. For a living for the last 5 to 7 years, I've been working with the youth in South London, mainly kids that are in gangs and come from a lot of violent backgrounds, as most people probably know, because you probably watch music videos. There's a lot of violence where I come from. There's a lot of people dying, and majority of them are Muslims. I'm not talking about non-Muslims, I'm talking about Muslims. So this talk about the youth of dying is a very important topic for all of us. And I'd just like to start with the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what He says in the Quran, when He says, وَأَرْجِتْهُمْ بِالْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا مِنَ الْآخِرَةِ فَمَا مَتَعُ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا فِي الْآخِرَةِ إِلَّا قَلِيلٌ. Are you pleased with the life of this world rather than the hereafter? But little is the enjoyment of this world compared with the hereafter. The reason why I started with this, my brothers, is because the majority of people that you see that are dying is because we are pleased with this world. And people are not thinking about the consequences of their actions in the hereafter. That's the reason why a lot of people are starting off. This dunya has deceived many of us Muslims. Made us believe that it's something that we might be here forever. We're only going to be here for a passing of time, very small. Very, very small. In Jahiliyyah, I had many near-death experiences. What do I call a near-death experience? It's when you're so close, you can see death in front of you, you can see the person with the gun, and he's about to shoot you, and you're standing there, and the gun doesn't work, just stops working. Or the person just wants to get a close range shot. So he doesn't want to shoot from far, he wants to come up close to me, he wants to kill me. He wants me to look into his eyes while he kills me. I had 3 near-death experiences. The first one was by my own friends. My own friends. They set me up to kill me. Why? Because of jealousy. Because when you're living in the streets and you're living the street life, the main thing you're going to get from it is jealousy. People are going to hate on you. Your own friends that you was raised with all your life will want to kill you. So they set me up to kill me. Walillahi alhamd, I'm still here. And that day that they tried to kill me and I escaped, because they caught me in an alleyway and I thought it was my friend, so I was like, oh hello, you right? And they're like, yeah. And then they was all trying to cover their faces, and I knew from then that it might have been my death. And they tried to hit me, stab me, a lot of things, but I survived by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That day, I said, there has to be a Lord. I said, there has to be a Lord. And my Lord has to be Allah. There has to be a Lord, and my Lord has to be Allah. And it made me ponder a lot. There's 3 main reasons why a lot of kids want to do road. And I know all the expressions. I know everything that's going on. Yeah? There's 3 main reasons why people want to do road. I'll give you the 3 reasons. The first reason is girls. The second reason is money. And the third reason is reputation, rep. These are the 3 main reasons why anybody wants to do road. So you see your nephew, if you see him listening to rap music, it's giving him all 3 of these combined into one. That's what rap music does. It gives you every single one of them combined into one. I call it the cocktail of disaster. You're just listening to music, you're just listening to the cocktail of disaster. Because music's only going to talk about 3 topics. Music is going to talk about 3 topics. Girls, money, or look at me, I got lids on. I got Balmain on. I got rolling. What did you say at the start about the ayah of the Quran? Are you pleased with the life of this world? Rather than the hereafter. But little is the enjoyment of this world compared to the hereafter. So you see all these things, man driving big cars, Range Rovers, whatever he's driving, Mercedes, Benz. And we get amazed by these things. So with the girls, many people in general, they want to get girls. They think that getting women is the way of success. We measure people by how much women he has. That's how evil this society is, and that's what it's calling us to. And that's why youth die. I know you're thinking, how is that connected to death? How is that connected to death? Do you know how many women have set men up to die? Subconsciously or consciously, do you know that? Oh yeah, he's round the corner. Oh, he's coming to my house later. You used to like, yeah, is he coming to your house here? I see, that man's coming in. That whole he's dead. Or he's showing up in front of the girls, acting like he's bad. So he sees the girls and then he starts, yeah, what, don't look at me, because the girls are looking. So he's acting funny in front of the girls. To do with the money. So he comes from a single parent home. And his mum says, look, I haven't got money to buy you TNs. I can't buy you them, they're £150. I've got rent to pay. I've got council tax. Oh, mum, you don't understand. Everyone's getting them. How can I get them? So he goes into his estate, sees an older youth that's corrupted, wants to corrupt him and says, look, I'm going to make some money. Look, you don't have to do nothing. Just go to school, sell these 5 bags, these 10 bags, and you're going to make a lot of money. Goes and does it. But you see, selling drugs, it comes with more than just selling drugs. Don't ever think that you can sell drugs and that's it. It comes with more than that. It comes with a whole lifestyle. It comes with a lifestyle. It comes with girls, it comes with fake friends, it comes with haters, it comes with police, it comes with people wanting to murder you, your own family members robbing from you, people trying to leech off you and suck all your money. It comes with so much. It's more than just, yeah, I'm just going to sell a little 10 bag or a little this bag here or there. It comes with so much. The door to haram should be closed, it never should be opened. And the last one, the reputation. This one is why a lot of people will die. The Prophet ﷺ said, whoever has an ounce of pride in his heart, you will not enter Jannah. And this pride is not wearing nice clothes and looking good. Because looking good is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And what I mean by pride is that somebody says something to you. For instance, someone says, look at you, you dumb Muslim. And you go, what? Pull a knife out and stab him. Was it worth it? You have to ask yourself, was it worth it? Or your friend, you and your friend have a fight, and he slaps you. And you can't fight him, and he keeps slapping you. And you say, you know what, watch, I'm going to get you back. You go home, get a knife out of the fridge, come back and you stab him to death. Guess what now? You're going to get arrested. Probably 9 out of 10 times you're going to get arrested. And you're going to get, let's say, 22 years in prison. 22 years in prison. Was it worth it? I'll ask you a question, was it worth it? I know that, but he's your friend, so now you're just going to have nightmares, it's going to haunt you. Don't think people making these songs about poke, poke, stab, stab, kill, kill. It doesn't do anything to your mind. People have nightmares in the night. You see them cold sweats. He can't sleep right. He's uneasy all the time. He's paranoid. He's hypervigilant. You know what hypervigilant is? When you're like this. Yeah, you don't know. Yeah, what one? Yeah. Raw. Hey, what? Come and get off the main road. What's this? Who wants to live a life like that? You're walking with your child and he's always looking behind his shoulder like, he's hey, I have to jump in the cab. I have to jump in the cab to the shop and from the shop home. Imagine living your life like that. Have to jump in a cab to the shop, and the shop's literally 2 minutes from your house. But you have to jump in a cab to the shop and home because you're so fearful that people might kill you. So these 3 things, the wealth, the girls, and the rep. There's a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ that he counters all of this. He says the best wealth is the tongue that remembers Allah. A grateful heart and a believing wife to help him with his faith. It covers all of it. The best wealth is the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I pondered over this statement so hard. And what I learned from it was that, you know, there's three things when a person dies, they follow him to his grave. His wealth, his family, and his deeds. Two of them stay and one of them leave. I mean, two of them leave and one of them stay. Who knows what they are? Muslim. Who knows what they are? The good deeds stay, but what leaves you? Your family and your wealth. But here it's saying the best wealth is the remembrance of Allah. What is that? Isn't that contradictory? Because this wealth is wealth that is going to benefit you, as in deeds. Because then when you remember Allah, it's written as a deed. So everybody now wants to be gangster, everybody wants to rap, everybody wants to talk bad. But this is just evil. Or remembering Allah is good. So it's like wealth that you cannot see, but you're only seeing hereafter. And as for the grateful heart is being content with the earnings that you have. See that money that you have, it's not a lot, but you're grateful. Your mum doesn't have the money to buy the TNs. You know what, mum? Alhamdulillah. I know you, if you could, you would. Thank you, mum. You know, you've done so much through my life. You feed me every day. You put shelter over my head. You put warm clothes on me. You've always loved me. You've hugged me. You kissed me. You carried me for 9 months. And you breastfed me and made you weak. Thank you, mum. That's a grateful heart. And then look, the women, he wants lots of women. Guess what the best woman is? The believing wife that helps you in your faith. Wallahi, there's no better woman than that. You could chase 100,000 women, brothers. Wallahi, you find one that helps you with your deen. And what I mean by help you with your deen is that, I'm not talking about she sits there and she says, brother, Rasulullah Thalatha, Quran. Nah. She says, where's your phone? When you iron your phone. Do you want food when you come back from your lectures? I'll cook you food. She's helping you in your faith. Because you don't have to worry about some issues that other brothers have to worry about. Single brothers are worrying about, oh man, I'm going to get food from today. Oh, my mum never cooked. But the believing wife's going to help him. So it counts all of that. The hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I've seen many of my friends die. This is the reality of the streets. And this is the real reality. Some of them weren't even bad. Some of my friends that died wasn't even bad. The bad ones, they're still alive. The one that I could say he was a good youth I was about 18, 19 at the time. My friend was 16, he got killed. You know where he got killed? At an ice rink. It was someone's birthday party, everyone went to have a birthday party. I didn't go that day. Something in my heart said don't go out. I still went out that day. But he went to the ice rink. On ice skating, you know you're ice skating? Having fun. It's a fun time, isn't it? Someone opened the door for someone came in, saw him, pulled a gun out, bam, bam, bam. 2 shots in the chest, 1 in the back. 16 years old, he died. It was his 15th birthday about a week before. He was 16th birthday a week before, so he was only 16, like not even that long. Died on the ice. That's it. Gone. Do you want to know the shocking thing about the story? The bullets wasn't even for him. The bullets that he got inside of his body was for his cousin, wasn't even for him. Oh, so why did they kill him? They killed him because he was there when something happened. So something happened, an altercation happened between 2 people, and he was there. So that's what I'm trying to say to you, brothers. Be careful of your companions and who you're around. You might just think, I'm rolling with this shoot and he's doing bare madness on road. He's stabbing people up, shooting people. But I'm only rolling with him for like 10, 15 minutes. We're only getting chicken and chip shop. We're only getting here with him. But you see that guy in there with him? That could be the end of your life. Because people that are after him could see you, he could run off and they say, what? You get it. So be careful of your companions and who you're around, please. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, أَخِلَّاءُ يَوْمَئِذٍ بَعْضُهُمْ لِبَعْضٍ عَدُوٌّ إِلَّا الْمُتَّقِينَ. And friends on that day, they'll be enemies to one another, except the muttaqun. This ayah in the Quran is teaching us the friends that we should have around us should be only righteous people. And we should abandon anyone that is evil, we should abandon them. Because they will be our enemies in the hereafter. Because they made us do evil, and we done evil with them. We'll look at them and we'll hate them. But the one that we done good, will be close. Will be close. I ask you this question. Dying for an area, what does it mean? What do we own in this area that we're dying for? Does anyone even own a house? Our parents, do they actually own a house in that area? Do we own the street? Do we own the community center? Do we have any influence on anything that happens inside of that area? No. So how can you die for somewhere that's not loyal to you? It's madness, it's a sickness. Dying for a girl. If that's not your wife, my brother, and that's just some haram girlfriend, and she's taking you to places that might lead to your death, then you need to abandon her. And same for the sister. Are you ready to meet Allah? That's my question to you. I'm just going to be simple and blunt with you. Are you ready to meet Allah? Because if you live this road life, you're going to die. And you're going to die a horrific death as well. Don't think it's going to be nice. Because nowadays, everybody's carrying knives. Everybody. Saw someone on the bus the other day, his knife was sticking out his pocket. I said, hey, excuse me, look. He said, oh, sorry. Put his knife back in his pocket. Little kitchen knife, about this big. I said, what's he carrying a knife for that's sticking out his pocket? Literally had it in his pocket. That means it was a quick standby. You take it out, stab, stab, stab. And you know, they make the music is so evil, it makes stabbing sound good nowadays. Poke, poke, poke. Doesn't even sound like anything, can it? Poke, poke, poke. Doesn't even sound like anything. Poke. Yeah, it's poked up my hand. It doesn't even sound like anything. See how evil the music is? It makes it sound normal now. It makes it sound normal to you. The stabbing is like a normal thing. It's an easy thing. You can just do it quick and this doesn't even, a person doesn't feel pain. If you're going to live this road life, and some of you young kids here, you might be living it halfway, so you might be rolling with people that are doing bad stuff, but you're not really involved in it. My advice is stay away from it completely. Because if you're not fully in it, yeah, if you're not fully into this road life, yeah, and you're doing a half-hearted thing, yeah, you're just like, yeah, one day you're bad, the next day you're at the mosque, it doesn't make sense. Because I don't want to be praying your janazah for you, and we don't want to pray your janazah for you over nothing. Because that's what's really going to happen. Because if you're not fully involved in it, there's people that, they're sick in their heads. They were fully involved in it. And they really want to kill somebody because the music's getting to their head, making them think they're a killer. So they really want to put in a work on someone. They really want to do something evil to someone. Just to prove something to their friends. That, yeah, I stabbed him. They're laughing about it. Smoking weed. So this is very important that stay away from it in general. And I don't know if you don't know about sentences, but you know, for a shooting, you can get 30, 33 years, 34 years. Minimum's like 30 years now they're giving for shootings. You kill someone by shooting. 22 years. They gave someone the other day that I know 25 years. Didn't even kill no one. It's conspiracy to murder. They gave him 25 years. Little youth from the area. Why? Because he was just involved in all this rap music and he just got rapped. That was it. Got finished. 25 years. How old is he now? I think he's like 21. So when will he be coming out of prison, brothers? 46 years old. 46. 25 years away from his mom, his family. If he has a child, how old his child's going to be. So all of these things you have to take into consideration when you're going to be this guy. You know. The Prophet ﷺ said, there's two blessings, There are two blessings which many people waste. Their health and their free time. How amazing this hadith fits in with all of this. Your health is your body, my brothers. How much people have wasted their body? Just wasted it. Sisters the same way, just wasting their body. Online, bare makeup. Jeans and headscarf. It's not hijab. It's a headscarf. And I say openly to any sister. This on the head, this right here, this little wrap thing, that sticks up like that, that's not even a hijab. I don't know what that is anymore. It's just something to cover the hair. It's like a headscarf. But as for hijab, it's not hijab. Hijab covers the whole body. And we need to be blunt with the sisters. Because all you brothers liking the posts, you're the ones contributing to the evil as well. All them other sisters that say mashallah to the picture, you're contributing to the evil. We're not meant to say mashallah when people are doing evil. What's mashallah about evil? Allahumma barik alayk. What, for evil? We're meant to say astaghfirullah. Sister, have some hayat. DM her, sister, this is not from shyness that you show your body like this. You show all your body to the world. All you brothers that have sisters, you need to start talking to your sisters. Where are you going in that? What's that? Buy them hijabs, buy them jilbabs. At least if you know you bought it, you've done something. But you just let your sister walk out the house, you're like, it's not my job, it's dad's job. Dad's not doing his job properly. But you're a brother. You know? The hadith as well. لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه. None of you lot truly believe until you love for your brother what? يحب لنفسه. You love for your brother, you love for yourself. That person is your blood brother or blood sister. You should be talking to them the most. So 2 blessings people waste is their health and free time. Ibn Qayyim, he actually goes into detail in his book Al-Fawaid about what a waste really is. And he says the greatest of these things that we waste are 2. Upon founded, he said, all other wasted things are founded upon these 2 things. Number 1, the wasting of the heart. And he gets it from this hadith. Wasting of the health, wasting of the heart. And he said the wasting of time. The wasting of the heart is to prefer the world over the hereafter. And the wasting of time is to have too much hope. Every corruption is found in following of desires. And having too much hope. And every benefit is found in following the guidance of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and preparing to meet your Lord. So seek help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Brothers, I don't want to keep you too long, but I want you to know a few things. When a person has too much time and he's not making use of his time will become corrupted. You'll either play computer, most of you lot are doing, online, with the microphones and you're cussing people. You need to fear a lot of you young brothers that in your room cussing people when you're playing online saying, well, I'm going to F you up and do this and do that, yeah. Cussing people online, yeah. A lot of you brothers do that and it's not funny, yeah, because you shouldn't be doing that because you fear a lot, not just in open but in secret as well. Stop going online and doing this, it's not good, yeah. And listening to music. See, someone has a lot of free time and thinks, yeah, let me just listen to music for 5 minutes. You know, I've done Quran a day, you know, Allah will forgive me, let me just listen to the music for a little while. You don't realize that music is so corrupted that what you're planting inside your mind is some proper evil filth. It's talking about getting gal, like I said, or killing somebody, or making dirty haram money. That's all it's talking about. Everything's haram. Music's all haram. No one can ever come to me and say music's halal. Everything's haram. You can mention Allah's name 50 times in the verse, Allah is still haram. Doesn't matter how much Allah you put in it. Because a lot of these rappers, they try to act Muslim, you know. Because there's no such thing as a Muslim rapper. Yeah? Does anyone believe there's something called a Muslim rapper? It's called someone who's doing rap music, he's a rapper, but he's not a Muslim rapper. There's no such thing. It's a contradiction. A Muslim is someone who submits to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How are you submitting to Allah but you're openly doing an open sin? You're fasiq. You're fasiq. That's who you are. And your kalam should be rejected. So people that have too much time. Now I want to ask, this is my advice to the sisters, my dear sisters in Islam. You're thinking, what does this talk have to do with me? I know a lot of you brothers thinking, how does it have to affect sisters? You sisters are the brothers of these people that are dying. And one day, inshallah, you'll be the mother to these boys. No mother wants to bury their son. That's the most heartbreak. Have you ever seen a mum when their son dies? When my friend died, I saw his mum. That was the worst. For me, that was the worst part. I couldn't even be there anymore. I had to walk away. I was crying too much. To see your mum, she was breaking down, she was crying, your mum loves you so much. Your mum loves you so much. She carried you for 9 months. You think that was easy to carry someone for 9 months? Hardship. And now she has to see her son go and put him in a hole for what? She doesn't even know the reason why he was killed. Because they never tell her. The killer never says, well, I killed him because you get me. Me and him had beef for like 8 months, you get me? So obviously man caught him and then you get me, he was done. He ain't gonna say it to the mum. So the mum doesn't even know why her son was killed. Everyone's saying he was such a good boy, he was such a nice boy. How did he die? So she's even more heartbroken that her son's gone and she don't even know why he's gone. She don't want to hear a big story. She just wants clarification, what she's never going to get. So these sisters, you're the mothers and the brothers of these people that are dying. And my advice to the sisters, stop listening to this music. I've seen a lot of sisters now rapping in hijab or in niqab when they think it's funny, or doing these mad stunts online. You need to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Stop all this listening to rap music. You lot are the ones giving these guys views, making them think they're famous. A lot of you sisters are the people giving these guys views, making them think they're famous, going to their shows in hijab. How dare you? How can you go to a show of evil, of music, rave, and you're there promoting it, loving it? They're men are promoting killing your brothers. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, man. So sisters, you need to stop supporting all these musicians. You need to just cut them off. All these evil people, you need to start cutting them off. You need to stop saying, I ain't never gonna like this video, I ain't gonna watch it. Don't give them no views. And to the brothers as well, don't give none of these rappers no views. Don't be their 1,000,000 views. Don't give them nothing. If you see the video, click away from it. Far away from it. Giving them views, making them think they're famous, and all they're doing is mashing us up. We're killing each other out here. We're not killing them. The Muslim's killing the Muslim nowadays. Let's be realistic. The Muslim is killing the Muslim. You hear a Muslim died, first thing I asked when someone said to me, someone's friend died. My brother's friend died yesterday. Asked him, was it a Muslim that killed him? He said, yes. You see, this is the issue now. This is what, the first thing that came to my mind, I bet it was a Muslim that killed him. I'm going to finish with this hadith, brothers. Because with every disease there's a cure. With every illness there's a cure. And that cure is found in the Quran and the Sunnah. And the understanding of the Sahabas. This hadith is narrated by Abdullah ibn Abbas. And it's narrated from Ibn Abbas. When he says, one day I was riding behind the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and he said, Ya ghulam, O young man, shall I teach you some words of advice? Be mindful of Allah and Allah will protect you. Be mindful of Allah and you will find Allah in front of you. And if you ask, then ask of Allah alone. And if you seek help, then seek help from Allah alone. And know that if this whole ummah were to gather to benefit you with something, they would not benefit you with something other than what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already prescribed. And if they all gather to harm you by anything, they will not be able to harm you with nothing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hasn't already prescribed. The pens have been lifted and the pages have been dried. This hadith is a deen. It's great. It's amazing. The benefit from it is too much. Couldn't even relate it. We'd have to. That's a whole other topic for a whole other subject. Just this hadith alone. That's how much this hadith has. It has everything. It complements everything of a young Muslim. And this advice now that I'm going to give is to the parents. I believe that every single parent should teach their child this. Every single parent should teach their child this hadith. Because the best guidance is the guidance of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he taught this to Ibn Abbas when he was very young. He taught this to Ibn Abbas when he was very young. Meaning that he knew that there was a benefit in it. He wouldn't have just said to him, Ya ghulam, for no reason. Oh young man. He could have said anything to him, memorize Quran, do this, but he gave him this specific advice. So this is the best way as parents for us to teach our children. No? Because it's teaching them the fundamental of all issues. Happiness, sadness, iman, tawheed, gentleness, everything. Everything's mentioned inside of this. How are you going to deal with trials? Are you going to be happy when ease, difficulty? So this advice is to the parents. And one day, and to you brothers as well, because inshallah one day you're all going to be parents. Bi-idhnillah. So let's try and memorize this hadith and teach our children this hadith. And if you look at the examples of the Prophet ﷺ, he always tried his hardest to teach the youth fundamental issues of the deen. He never left out the youth. So to the people and the organizer of the masjid, keep doing stuff for the masjid, but also do a lot for the youth. Because the youth are the next people of the masjid. When you leave out the youth, you're actually leaving out the masjid. They said the majority of Muslims, I think they said something like 70% of most of the Muslims are young in the whole world. The majority of all the Muslims now are young. It's not the old people, it's young. Under the age of 30, they said. 70% are under the age of 30. That was the shocking discovery he said the other day. So, advice to myself and first and foremost that we should all try and go back to this hadith. And I'll say it one more time so the brothers can benefit again from it. Ibn Abbas was riding with the Prophet ﷺ, and the Prophet ﷺ said, Ya ghulam, O young man, shall I teach you some words of advice? Be mindful of Allah and Allah will protect you. Be mindful of Allah and you will find Allah in front of you. And if you ask, then ask Allah alone. And if you seek help, then seek help from Allah alone. And know that if this whole ummah were to gather to benefit you with something, they will not benefit you with something other than what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prescribed. And if the whole ummah gathered together to harm you, they will not be able to do anything other than what Allah has prescribed. The pens have been lifted and the pages have been dried. So, bi-idhnillah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to be sincere. And I'd just like to thank everybody for coming. Subhanallah, bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka.